My name is Patrick Sutton. I'm running for Superintendent of Education in Marion County. As a teacher, coach, and administrator, I know the challenges our students and employees face. With 30 years of experience, I'm prepared to lead and make the tough decisions. I'll be a superintendent who will listen, support, and be visible in all of our communities. Elect an experienced leader you can trust. Vote for Patrick Sutton, Superintendent of Education. Paid political advertisement by Patrick Sutton, P.O. Box 532, Hamilton, Alabama.
State Bank and Trust has been invested in Winfield and Marion County for more than a century. And today, we remain deeply committed to meeting the needs of local families and businesses with excellent financial products and friendly down-home service.
But more than that, we're dedicated to supporting the growth, success, and well-being of our community as a whole. Because when it comes right down to it, there's nothing more important than community.
And just like our outstanding city officials, police, and fire departments, you can count on State Bank and Trust to help make Winfield and Marion County a great place to live for everyone who calls this area home.
Hello everyone, this is Chuck from Span Hardware in Winfield, Alabama. Good to be with you today, and I just want to let you know we've got some new things this year for the spring season. As you can see, Stihl now has the lawnmower. We're going to have a full line of the Stihl zero-turn mowers. We have a full line of the Stihl weed trimmer and chainsaws. Just about anything you need to maintain your home this spring and summer. From lawn and garden equipment to paint to hardware, anything you need. Come see us. We'll help you if we can. Thank you.
This is Eric Simmons from Furniture Depot. We have a store in Guin and Fayette. We've been serving the people of Northwest Alabama for 23 some odd years. We'd like to be your furniture store if you'd let us. And we'd like to thank you for your business this past year and invite you to come and shop with us this coming year and for the years to come. Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year.
Hello, Lee Hines here, owner-operator of Alexander's Heating and Air Conditioning. We've been family owned and operated since 1954, proudly serving Marion, Fayette, and Lamar County. We are Carrier factory authorized dealers, but service all makes and models. We specialize in residential and light commercial HVAC systems. So as we get ready to enter another hot Alabama summer, please remember Alexander's Heating and Air for all your HVAC needs.
Tom Bigby Electric Cooperative was formed for the need for electricity to the local citizens that were living in the rural areas of Marion, Lamar, and portions of Fayette counties. This line consisted of 12 miles and 22 consumers on the road from Guin to Sulligent. Between then and now, there has been a lot of hard work and dedication from a great number of people to make this cooperative what it is today. Tom Bigby Electric Corporation would like to thank each member. You can contact us today at 205-921-6712.
Your story starts at Bevel State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevel State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties, you don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than 4-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.
Enjoy our amazing on-site restaurant and bar with a lunch buffet every Sunday. Relax with a quick getaway with your family and make a splash in our outdoor pool. Book your next event with us. Call us at 205-468-4625.
At Bowen Funeral Home, we understand the importance of a personal commitment to provide quality services and products with value to meet every family's need. You'll find very caring professionals that truly desire to offer dignified service and true value that families need and desire during the loss of their loved one. With our newly renovated facilities, services, and quality merchandise, you can rest assured that we stand ready to meet the needs of your family in honoring lives lived. Bowen Funeral Home is located at 981 Alabama Highway 253, just south of Winfield High School. Call Tommy Bowen, Certified Funeral Service Practitioner, at 205-487-4327.
Our dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this another day of life, and we thank you for the blessings you've given us. We ask you would be with this body and give them the wisdom to make the decisions for our city. Be with those that are sick and afflicted and those that have lost loved ones, and continue to bless this city. For it's in Christ's name I pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to welcome everybody to the April 2nd Winfield City Council meeting. I was a little bit concerned about the 3 o'clock storm supposed to come through, but I believe it may be going north and south of us, so maybe that'll be good.
Wait till we get ready to leave.
Wait till we get ready to leave and everybody will melt. First item on the agenda is approving minutes from March 19th, 2024 meeting. I need to ask for a motion in a second if nobody's got a problem or a comment or question how they've been written to be reported. We've got a motion by Keith, second by Gina. All in favor? Next item on the agenda is the school board appointment. I received a letter from the Board of Education. I think everybody may have a copy of that letter. The board, it's desire for the board's desires to recommend the renewal of Dana Peoples for another term of service. She's a valued board member. They said she served with integrity, professionalism, and brought wealth of personal and professional knowledge to our board. Diligently pursued advancement in the Alabama Association of School Board Academy and worked diligently for the good of our students, teachers, administrators, and community stakeholders. They asked for us to reappoint her back to the school board. And based on that board recommendation, it's my recommendation to the council that we do the same, is put her back on the school board. I need to ask for a motion to reappoint her back to the board. James made a motion. I need Larry second. All in favor? Gina's abstained.
No.
You're a no. Gina's a no. Thank you for that. Next item on the agenda is open cemetery lawn bids. We put this out and then we rescheduled it. Didn't want to call
We
it.
gave them an extra week because we were afraid the certified letters didn't reach them in time.
Okay, one bid's all you got?
Even after the second week.
It's unusual. It's getting, I remember we had 3 and 4 or 5 and then it dropped down to maybe 1 or 2 and that's dropped 1.
Price of gas.
Huh? I don't know if that was supposed to be in there. What is that? This bid is from Big V Lawn Care, Verlin Rackard, out of Hamilton. Everybody that they sent it to, you know how many did we send this out individually to?
I've got my list in there, but
That's
that's
probably
probably,
10.
there might be a little bit more.
12 or 13.
Yeah, between 10 and 15 people this same letter was sent to, so this is the only one that we received
And it ran
back.
in the paper twice.
And it ran in the paper. For a minimum of 12 mowings, weed cutting the entire cemetery, city cemetery is $9,000. Any additional cutting above the 12 would be $750 a cut. This is the only bid that we've got on it.
So not about what we had last year.
I think it's about the same.
It was the same price.
I need to ask a motion to approve that bid. Keith, Tim, second, all in favor. Probably already read it.
No, we
Next item on the agenda is park hire. There's Leanne or Gina going to have a recommendation for that.
Yeah, the board's recommended to hire Dale Weeks for that temporary full-time position for Rodney's deployment.
Dale Weeks. That's coming from the board recommendation. Anybody got any comment or question about that hire? If not, it's my recommendation to go off theirs. Allow them to hire Dale Weeks for that position. Need to ask for a motion. Larry made a motion, Tim second. All in favor?
Start time, can we do that as soon as
I'll leave that.
possible?
That'd be up to y'all's discretion.
You got a copy of that already? Okay. And she'll give you this when she makes a copy.
All right, next item on the agenda is old business. Keith, I'll start with you. Gina.
I had a question. So when we have any of our boards, when a seat is going to come up, do we get that word out to the public? Because I've just had several people kind of ask me about that. Like they don't know when, and I know we've talked about this before, when like a seat's coming open to inquire about being considered.
I don't think the only way that I think that has been put out before is if it's been discussed in a council meeting, then of course the paper would probably put in there that we discussed about a board meeting. But the way that I feel like that if anybody's interested in a board position, if they want to serve on a particular board, whatever it be, if it be the, Main Street, school, library, or anything that's comes available, I think they need to speak with that governing body, that board. I think that will be because we kind of, not per se micromanage from here, but I go on their recommendation because it's their responsibility to study and make sure that they put the right people in those positions and then come bring it forward to us. It's just kind of like our zoning board and the weed and litter board. They handle the situation, and based on their recommendation, it's almost a given that I'm going to go, me personally, on their recommendation because we put them in the position to study the people, study that position, and make sure that they put the right people in that position.
I do a little research on just what guidelines work for everybody else in the state of Alabama. And I originally was going to come up with this plan of how people were going to do it. Everything goes on. But the general guidelines that most school boards go by and the recommendations that most school boards have are that if you're interested in being a board member, you should attend the meetings. They're open to the public. That's how you let them know that you're interested in the job. And you also get some experience during that period of time that you're attending the meetings as to what goes on and what your obligations are and what your commitment's actually going to be. If you can't even make the commitment to attend the boards, I don't think you should be considered.
Well, and I know I did research too, and a lot of boards actually allow people to come in and fill out an application if they want to be considered for a board. But
I think the school board is a little bit more complex than a lot of the other boards that we have, and because of the training that's required for a board member. I think that anybody wanting to serve in that capacity or in that position, it's like before, we talked about a board that's been thrown around about a term limit. Getting qualified applicants, it means a lot being able to get a qualified applicant, but I kind of think that the training for that position needs to be considered. Whether or not they've had the proper training to be on the board.
well, apparently they need more than our president of our United States. Because they only get 2 4-year terms. this, did you have a chance to look at this?
Yeah,
I know
Mike.
Mike gave it to you. To kind of see how we want to go about that, because there is quite a few of those lots there. He wrote down at the bottom how many we have of each one.
Yes, I looked at it. I see these all the time on Gov Deals. There's actually an auction last week that had one. I just messed around with it a little bit to kind of see how it went, and how many people bid on it or whatever, and I ended up with it. I just get one of ours. Huh?
You didn't buy one, did you?
I ended up with the one that I was messing with.
I've always wanted a traffic light.
Well, there's about 40 down there. If you will. There's,
Hey, not 40.
well, there's 31 of just the 3, and then there is 5. There's what, 4 of the 5 ones. There's 31 of the 3 lights, and then there's some that are just single lights, like the caution lights.
I think I'll bring a mule and sell them mule up there.
Think or what?
Bring them out here, mule and sell them out here in the parking lot.
What,
We
Gina's?
may ought to take some of these and put 3 of them up down in the court room to introduce people as to what the traffic light is.
Or stop sign. Or speed sign. Stop sign. Y'all come to my house, you'll be amazed.
I stopped every time I went on that one. Oh, no.
What's your thoughts on, you wanna run them in the paper, or you wanna run them in the paper and Gov Deals, or you wanna do like James said, put them out here at Mule Day and put Angie over watching them and sell them?
That's a good motion. I'll second that.
I didn't ask for a motion, I asked for a motion. That's why you wanna do it. I mean, somebody come from out of state and bought the poles, wasn't it? From Mississippi and bought those poles.
Oh, God, we could,
It was
I
on
mean,
Gov
there's
Deals.
like 40 of them. We could,
I think that's what we need to do, is let him put it on Gov Deals for 2 weeks and see what, it doesn't when you normally run it for 2 weeks. But you're gonna have to have a reserve, gonna need to set a reserve on it or not.
so over there at that
Don't set a
building,
reserve, you
going
take
down
whatever
to
the high bid is.
Southfield building, the Winfield building, or the Chamber of Commerce building.
How much were those going on the Gov Bid, you say?
Sir,
Did you say what the final price was on the Gov Bid?
the one I bid on,
Did you bid on it?
it wasn't, it was a J and Wood, J and Wood, $100.
Put minimum $100 on it.
Did it have the mechanism in it, so the switching mechanism still in it, or was it just a?
3 bucks.
No,
Yeah.
Rob said everything was there. You just have to be able to hook it up to whatever to get power to it. But he said,
You still have to have a switch if you
yeah,
want to swap it.
if you want to swap them back and forth. But
If you don't, you just plug it up and they all of them light up. If you don't,
You can. How do you want to break them up into smaller quantities?
I don't think so.
Everything on one bid.
I don't think so. I think what you can do is you can put it all together, but you can, well, I'll just say a variety of traffic lights and show more than one picture.
If you want all 45 on one
Yeah,
bid.
yeah, just show that one picture of those 30-something. And then,
Caution lights about $50.
right,
yeah,
And you describe below how many of each.
yeah.
Put them caution lights for $50.
Huh?
Them caution lights, put them as $50.
So you want to put a reserve on?
Well, if you put them all on one bid, there's 45 total. You're gonna need to come up with a reserve value of all 45 total.
but what if someone just wants the 3 lights and they don't?
That's
want
what
the whole
that's what I
package?
said before. He's gonna come near paying, you're gonna come near more, getting more if you individualize them. Because if me's bidding on a pile of traffic lights, probably,
These are
$300.
$100 on this, 40 of them for $4,500.
Yeah, you won't sell them. Tell it.
So
Y'all need to tell him how you want to do it.
we can get them on there as early as tomorrow and have them ready at the next council meeting. But we just need to know how to.
Pull it up while we, if you will.
Groups of 5 or, I don't know.
Sell one, sell one.
You'll do 45 listings.
And you can sell the rest of it if you need that.
Hmm.
I'm good, whatever you want to do.
It's probably really good.
Same difference, isn't it? You can do it that way.
What reserve you want, you got a 2-light, a 3-light, and a 5-light. You got 3 different styles.
Just do the caution light at half what to do the traffic light.
Okay, where you want the traffic light?
150. Do 150.
Okay, what about the 5-light?
150. Caution light's 50 and the rest of them 100.
Okay, do each of them individually.
Do you agree?
Well, I mean, because it's going to be the same price if you put them all together, right? I mean, you'd separate.
I might buy one, but I'm not going to buy them all. If I buy them all, it's going to be a, if I was to bid on it, it'd be just one small scrap price.
Can you not do it like they do it on eBay? Where you list them and you put down a quantity as 45, and if they bid on one, they're bidding.
No, it's got to be each individual.
They can't buy 10 on one listing?
You can just list it that many different times.
The way it's set up for.
He can number them. He'll need to number them.
Just number them.
Yeah, he'll need to number them.
Bid $100 on one, $100 on two, $100 on three. $1 on four.
If you want individual, it's 50 on caution and 100 on the others.
Council's all right with that one. You got anything else to do?
Not right for the moment.
Tim? Larry, you got anything? Johnny?
Old business.
Let her rip.
Me and June met with Luke down at the park. And she showed him exactly the directions that she wants these things laid, simply because of the fact that the golf course down there, we didn't want to interfere with it. And actually, when I told him the price that I had for the concrete slab, he asked me, why don't we? How come it's not being put in? He says, because I anticipate it's going to be a lot more than that. My price is probably going to be higher than that. He says, I can't believe you got that price. I said, well, we did. So he's doing some drawings to lay them out. And we're also going to have him look at the tennis courts, so rehabbing the tennis courts, not tearing it out, but rehabbing it. And I talked to somebody else today about that, and they said, yeah, we can do that. Somebody else had asked me something about the concrete slab. How are you going to make us guarantee it's not going to crack? I said, no, you can't guarantee concrete ain't going to crack. It's not going to happen. I mean, you put it down and you pray it doesn't, but it's going to crack. Eventually it's going to crack. Luke seems things it's going to be a lot more than $50,000. So we just have to see what we got when we come back with. We'll let him draw them up. And minimum, the state bidding out is $100,000. If it falls below $100,000, you don't have to bid it.
He drawing it up to do them all at the same time?
Yeah. So if that's the case, I still don't understand why you can't have contract to have the slab put down and the paint work done, and then contract somebody else to do the lights and somebody else to do the fence and do it at different times where it doesn't all have to be done at one time. I mean, yeah, it would be nice to have it all done at one time, but
Let's see what he got when everybody gets it back. Let's see what when he gets it drawn up, what he's got.
so if I'm not here at the next meeting, somebody bring it up.
Well, when's Luke going? When did he tell you he tried to have those drawings?
He didn't give me a deadline.
I think you can do it that way.
You can.
Yeah, but if the total project, if my understanding about, if the total project is going to exceed it, then you got to go, or if the total project, since it's an improvement project, if the total project's going to be more than $50,000, you got to have an engineer.
Well, we're having an engineer.
Okay, but, and you can't break it up in packages to prevent that from happening, but if you're going to be below that anyway, you can break it up in packages. So you can do package bidding.
I think we
or package
I think we can do
planning.
it for less by doing it package.
Yeah, you can do it in different packages, because that's the way we've told the engineer to deal with the gymnasium. We wanted it in separate packages. It's going to be above the bid limit, but we wanted it in separate packages so we can get local people that can do the work, whereas if you bid a $3.5 million or $3 million thing, they couldn't, very few local contractors would qualify.
Well, some of the stuff's got to be done. We don't have local contractors that can bid on it, because we don't have it.
So how long is that bid for, the quote that you got for the concrete?
April 1st.
Because I know I was told April 1st it was going up. So then it went up, so that price is, they're not going to honor it?
Probably honor it plus what it went up. $12 a ton, I think.
$40 a ton.
$40 a ton. I mean, that's what it's going to be if you wait another 6 months, be another 40.
Well, I know, I'm just saying, I wish we could have got it in before April 1st.
Well, not necessarily.
I could go up 60.
I'll be talking with Luke and see how he's coming along with it. Do you have anything else? No. Y'all remember that SOP that I gave you that Brett had sent us? He gave everybody a copy on it. Is everybody okay with that? Well, then Todd can move forward with that and go to the next section of it.
Most of it.
Huh?
I read most of it.
I really didn't understand a lot of it, but I read it.
I read most of it.
All right, and we've got, if everybody's okay with that, Todd, move along with that. I've got a letter here somewhere.
Yeah, an email. Yeah, he sent us an email. No, Angie sent them out.
Yeah, Angie sent it out.
Angie sent out an email.
Put that back to Angie.
Here, I've got it right here if you want it. That's the,
Let me read this letter that was sent to Brett. Chief Barson, I'd like to say thank you for allowing me the opportunity to serve the Winfield Police Department and the City of Winfield. I've greatly enjoyed and benefited professionally and personally from my time here. I felt at home from the moment I walked through the door. The department and the city leadership have become like family to me and always will be. I've been presented with a career opportunity that will allow me to advance and further improve myself in both professional and personal aspects. My last day of employment with the City of Winfield will be March 13th, 2024. I will continue to be available to assist you and the city at any time I am needed. Again, I would like to thank you for the amazing opportunity that you have given me and for trusting me to do the job that you expect. I hope I lived up to your expectations and that I leave a positive and lasting impression on the department. I would also like to thank Mayor Price and City Council for allowing me to serve them as well. That's Officer, I can't read his writing, Robert Snow. Brett, on that, we're going to accept his letter of resignation, but you've got a couple of issues you want to address. You will go ahead and Tell me what it is you got. About to hire, you got a position, you got 2 positions open.
I do.
You need to fill those positions. And you've had posted, you had applicants.
Yeah.
Are you ready to present something to the council?
Yeah, I've got, two applicants that have put in. The names are just absolutely laughing. I wasn't prepared to put them forward tonight.
If you're not ready, I mean, I just didn't know if you wanted to go ahead and address it now or not. We can put it on next agenda.
I wasn't prepared to put them on tonight, but one of them I haven't properly vetted. But I've run them. I didn't find out about this until last night with Robert, but Robert's got the opportunity to better himself and take an advancement. And I talked to him for probably 30 minutes last night, and I'm tickled to death for him. I think it's a huge opportunity for him. And any time that somebody has got a chance to better themselves and advance themselves, I'm absolutely for it.
One of the openings is this opening, right? You said you had 2.
Yes.
So when is his last day?
The 13th, I believe.
Hey, that's a error in the letter. He says March 13th, he means April 13th.
Yeah, it's an error. And the only thing that I'm working with right now is one of the applicants has previously worked with TPD and has served in the service and has to have a lateral refresher, and I'm kind of on the clock to get him in.
These are these local people?
Both of them are, yes.
Well, you can do what you got to do, and then we'll put it on the agenda for the next council meeting, if you're ready then. Do you have anything else for the police?
That's all I got.
We're going to accept his resignation anyway. We still back and forth, or Luke's still working on getting me a price for the estimates on the street that we've talked about for the paving. We need to try to have that. I'll try to have that by the next council meeting, what that estimate is. Somebody's, I've got a note right here. Timber Trail, somebody's requesting Timber Trail. Is everybody familiar where that is? Is that on this set of projects over here or over there, Timber Trail? Because
West side of town.
Because we got metal arc getting our metal. What's that?
Metal arc goes out from the first
State
big
bank?
state bank, yeah.
And then you've got Tahoe. So where's this road at?
Keith, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but Timber Trail is on the west side of the housing projects.
That's correct.
And one side of the road is residential, the other side is housing
Right,
projects.
that's what was confusing me, because I knew that none of those roads is named in there, but that road is named.
Yes, one side, it's on the outside edge of the housing authority, and the west side of the road is residential houses, and the east side, from my understanding, would be housing authority.
Which one was there first?
I don't know. You're older than I am, Larry.
No, I ain't. James. It's, he's coming up right there, if you pull out First State Bank, go straight. If you come out from behind it, go straight. Instead of turning left or right, when you come out of that back part of that state, that road that runs right there between that road runs between those group of houses and that housing authority house, by the office. I will put on the list, if it is named, I'm still a little bit confused about those roads that's in there, if it's HUD property or streets of cities, we still ain't really sure on that, are we?
No.
Because they've reached out to me, the housing authority has reached out to me. Of course, they said they'd do their part because there's parking up against those streets all the way through there. But they, you know, they definitely need attention, whether it be by the city or by their department. They definitely need attention, the roads does.
Because I spoke to someone in Brilliant about, because it's the same housing authority in Brilliant, Winfield and Ewan, about the roads there in their housing authority, and they said that was all owned by, I guess it's government. They own all that, the roads and everything. They were not city roads. I mean, I
I do a little checking on the city.
Everywhere.
Everybody, if you will, look at that road there, what's about adding it to.
Timber Trail. Timber Trail. So then it changes to Westwood Heights.
Yep. Tahoe. It comes into Tahoe. See, unless they're counting that road to go back out on Meadowlark, it's short circling around coming back out on Meadowlark.
Does, but it don't get a no name. Right there where that Timber Trail stops, if you go straight across it, turns into Westwood Heights.
Like a little four-way stop there.
Yeah.
And once you go through that, then it turns into
So
Westwood.
really, it's just
It's just that little stretch of road. But there are some
bet that road-
houses on the left side, like
yeah, I
some
bet it
residential.
had to be named, 911 had to name it because it's not part of the housing authority.
Right.
When they get a call, a 911 call for the housing authority, it's just a housing authority. It's not a road on any of it.
Because there's like 3 or 4 residential houses on
Yeah.
one side of it.
All right, let's look at that. Gina posted the other day that the park practice had to be canceled because of the water issue and the flooding, and it kind of created a little bit of a news story. She had to be on, did you actually do an interview with Channel 6?
I did a
Phone interview with Channel 6, and then it kind of went from there to a little further. People won't reach out and help, but as we all know, it would be a very major undertaking to do anything about the flooding at the park. I don't really, like Gina told, I think the Army Corps of Engineers have to be involved to ever, and I don't know, I mean, that's way above my pay grade, how they would ever do anything with that water that comes down through there.
Running water, Corps of Engineers involved.
Yeah, it's been that way ever since I've been kicking balls around down there, so I'm
If
not.
we can move it more to the east, probably help some. We're trying to move it to the west. Because it's come too far east, it's digging out into the pasture. I have seen it up there. Need some trees taken out of it.
That's right.
That would help a lot.
I know somebody's got a track hole that lives mighty close.
Won't reach down there and get them big trees.
I got some maps I'll let you borrow.
Ours won't pull them big trees up.
I bet you it will. You dig around it enough. Then you muddy up the drinking water, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem, pulling those trees out.
I think the turbidity meters would go off, wouldn't they?
Yeah. Be in worse shape than Hamilton. I don't guess I'm trying to think if I had any other old business. I got any notes up here that I haven't.
Mayor, I've got something I need to talk to the council about, I'm afraid.
Executive session. Litigation. All right.
Well, it's a negotiation.
Okay.
Pay the bill.
Yeah, I need to go down to the next item on the agenda to pay the bills. I need to ask for a motion to pay those bills.
He already did.
You did, you got a second. Larry, all in favor? I'm going to ask the council if they will amend the agenda and let's go into executive session to discuss a negotiation.
My name is Patrick Sutton. I'm running for Superintendent of Education in Marion County. As a teacher, coach, and administrator, I know the challenges our students and employees face. With 30 years of experience, I'm prepared to lead and make the tough decisions. I'll be a superintendent who will listen, support, and be visible in all of our communities. Elect an experienced leader you can trust. Vote for Patrick Sutton, Superintendent of Education. Paid political advertisement by Patrick Sutton, P.O. Box 532, Hamilton, Alabama.
State Bank & Trust has been invested in Winfield and Marion County for more than a century. And today, we remain deeply committed to meeting the needs of local families and businesses with excellent financial products and friendly down-home service.
But more than that, we're dedicated to supporting the growth, success, and well-being of our community as a whole. Because when it comes right down to it, there's nothing more important than community.
And just like our outstanding city officials, police, and fire departments, you can count on State Bank & Trust to help make Winfield and Marion County a great place to live for everyone who calls this area home.
Hello everyone, this is Chuck from Span Hardware in Winfield, Alabama. Good to be with you today, and I just want to let you know we've got some new things this year for the spring season. As you can see, Stihl now has the lawnmower. We're going to have a full line of the Stihl zero-turn mowers. We have a full line of the Stihl weed trimmer and chainsaws. Just about anything you need to maintain your home this spring and summer. From lawn and garden equipment to paint to hardware, anything you need. Come see us. We'll help you if we can. Thank you.
This is Eric Simmons from Furniture Depot. We have a store in Guin and Fayette. We've been serving the people of Northwest Alabama for 23 some odd years. We'd like to be your furniture store if you'd let us. And we'd like to thank you for your business this past year and invite you to come and shop with us this coming year and for the years to come. Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year.
Hello, Lee Hines here, owner-operator of Alexander's Heating and Air Conditioning. We've been family owned and operated since 1954, proudly serving Marion, Fayette, and Lamar County. We are Carrier Factory authorized dealers, but service all makes and models. We specialize in residential and light commercial HVAC systems. So as we get ready to enter another hot Alabama summer, please remember Alexander's Heating and Air for all your HVAC needs.
Tom Bigby Electric Cooperative was formed for the need for electricity to the local citizens that were living in the rural areas of Marion, Lamar, and portions of Fayette counties. This line consisted of 12 miles and 22 consumers on the road from Guin to Sulligent. Between then and now, there has been a lot of hard work and dedication from a great number of people to make this cooperative what it is today. Tom Bigby Electric Corporation would like to thank each member. You can contact us today at 205-921-6712.
Your story starts at Bevel State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevel State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties, you don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than 4-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.
Enjoy our amazing on-site restaurant and bar with a lunch buffet every Sunday. Relax with a quick getaway with your family and make a splash in our outdoor pool. Book your next event with us. Call us at 205-468-4625.
At Bowen Funeral Home, we understand the importance of a personal commitment to provide quality services and products with value to meet every family's need. You'll find very caring professionals that truly desire to offer dignified service and true value that families need and desire during the loss of their loved one. With our newly renovated facilities, services, and quality merchandise, you can rest assured that we stand ready to meet the needs of your family in honoring lives lived. Bowen Funeral Home is located at 981 Alabama Highway 253, just south of Winfield High School. Call Tommy Bowen, Certified Funeral Service Practitioner, at 205-487-4327.